Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here at Banknote Trading, where we take a look at the US dollar pairs in the Forex market. Today, we'll start by taking a look at Euro USD on the 4-hour chart, and we'll go ahead and map out the current range. With this being the 4-hour range, now you see prices are continuing to trade internally bullish, breaking structure to the upside, consolidated, broke structure, consolidated again, and it continues to break structure to the upside as the dollar is continuing to get weaker. You do have to watch out for this area of supply that price is coming into, but it could target this if it does make it past that area of supply. It could target the strong lower high, the strong lower high that formed this 4-hour swing structure, and then we'll be sending this a bullish chart, like again on that dollar weakness. But right now, internally, this area of demand is in control, pushing prices higher. Again, watching for this area of supply. Not looking for any type of opportunity yet because this has been bullish internally, while the swing structure, 4-hour swing structure, is still bearish. So if this does turn around, there's momentum picks up, it does react from this area of supply. I'll be looking for the type of selling opportunity once these lows get taken out or it gets past this area of demand. I'm going to see if there's any trades to be taken to the downside, targeting the lows if it gets down, if there's momentum picking up in premium, or if some of these lows get taken out. GBP USD. Let's go map out the current range on this 4-hour chart. It's a lot more bullish than Euro. Internally, swing structure is still bearish because this is the high that took out the lows. Previous structure. Internally, consolidated, broke structure to the upside. Consolidated, broke structure to the upside. As internally, this area of demand is pushing prices higher. Of course, this is an area, this buy before the sell, to watch out for the overall swing structure, but it looks like buyers are still pushing prices up. GBP stronger as the dollar is getting weaker. As soon as this gets taken out, this strong lower high, we're looking to consider this a bullish chart. And overall, these lows were getting taken out, but it couldn't get past this low from back in May. So this was the area of support where buyers step back in. If it does sort of take out these lower highs, this lower high from this high, and gets past this supply area, then we're looking to consider that the strong support area where buyers step back in and continue the bullish trend to start targeting the highs of the overall structure. But we're waiting to see if that happens. But right now, there's no type of pullback. I'm only looking for sales until that happens because of the 4-hour swing structure. But they will be confirmed that this was the area of support, which buyers will hold if it does go ahead and break out past the strong lower high. And briefly talk about DXY. Of course, it started a bullish reversal, started targeting the 100 area, then seller stepped back in on weak dollar news. It consolidated and started to push further down, broke past this trend line also that we were saying previous videos. Already enthusiastically pretty much displaced under that trend line. It can possibly hold up. It could be a sweep under there and then start pushing to higher prices, but this area of consolidation is considered area of supply that's pushing prices down. So waiting to see if this can target the lows of the overall range. Overall, still technically bullish on the 4-hour chart, swing structure bullish, but like I said, this area is pushing prices down and it's breaking past trend line. So with me looking at the opportunity, we look to see if the dollar weakness will hold and continue to push prices to the lower price areas of the range. AUD USD, let's go map out the current range. So this has been the 4-hour range we've been dealing with. Like I was saying yesterday, since the prices have Still consider this was the spring that took out from this accumulation. Like our spring made this reaccumulation with this spring, took out the highs of that range. And then again, I said 4 to 4 hour chart started to break down and took out the lows. And then buyers stepped back in. And since price has been trading pretty much within this whole area of consolidation, you can consider AUD, USD just a whole range of consolidation. This could be the higher low from this low, where buyers step back in. Internal swing structure, at least on the 4 hour chart, swing structure bearish. Internal structure starting to break structure to the upside, consolidating. Broke structure to the upside, now in premium. So watch out for this area of supply where prices could react from and send prices back down. But like I said, overall, this could be the lower high from these in the higher low from these lows. But with swing structure bearish on the 4 hour chart, at least, I'm going to be looking for any type of selling opportunity until these highs get taken out, until it gets past this area of supply. Yeah, it still takes out these highs, but right now, internally, it's reacting from this area of consolidation to area of demand, pushing prices internally higher. So swing structure bearish, internal structure bullish. NZD USD, let's go ahead and map out the current range. It's a lot more bearish than AUD USD, but prices are still continuing to raise as, like I said, dollar weakness. So 4 hour chart, this was a retracement, slower high from this high, broke structure to the downside, then buyers step back in, broke structure to the upside internally. Still overall 4 hour swing structure is bearish, while internal structure is bullish. It consolidated from this area of demand, pushing prices higher. Now we're in premium. Look out for the area, just like with the other US dollar pairs, this area of supply for prices to react from. Only looking for any type of selling opportunity in premium, but if it does get past the area of supply and starts targeting these highs, I would wait till that swing structure on the 4 hour chart is broken to look for any type of buying opportunity once it does get up there, just like the other US dollar pairs. But if not, this area of supply, this area in premium, quick momentum can pick up to the downside, and bearish momentum picks up and start taking out some of the lows. I'll be looking for any type of selling opportunity to target the lows of the overall range, because like I said, the swing structure is overall bearish on the 4 hour chart. GBP, AUD, let's go map out the current range. As we know, prices have continued to consolidate. Then broke structure to the upside. Consolidate again, still continuing internally. Overall swing structure bearish, internal structure bullish, because structure is breaking to the upside. Like I said, I think thinking it may possibly go ahead and target this trend line once again. As you know, sellers step back in. Once it hit that last time, it is flirting with being in premium of this overall swing structure. Sellers step back. Sellers push the prices down, but buyers are still here with this impulse correction, consolidation, consolidation. It's going into premium. Going to see if there's still another bullish push to push this higher and possibly push it to the trend line or push it past the trend line. I'm looking to see if it does target the highs, but overall swing structure bearish. So I'm looking for any opportunity to sell if any of these lows get taken out. And this is the area of demand that is in control internally, that is pushing prices up. So waiting for everything to align in order to take a sell back down to lower highs if it does get there. But if it does continue to just push, look to see if this trend line gets taken out and then the target the highs of the overall range. But I'm looking for any opportunities to sell once bearish momentum picks up and anything coincides together. GBP NZD, let's go ahead and map out the current range. So this is still the range we're dealing with. This has been a consolidation. Still could make money in some of these moves that's been happening, but obviously every time it came back into premium, sellers stepped back in, and again it just did it yesterday. But as you know, prices hit this trend line. It didn't go as bearish as GBP AUD, but it hit the trend line. Buyers stepped back in. Prices started to push to the upside, breaking structure to the upside, breaking structure to the upside. Waiting to see what will happen once we get back get back into premium. Because last time it failed and pushed further, but now looks like that's a corrective in nature, but with some impulsive moves, has come back into premium. Seller step back in, looking to see if it can take out. Well, it did take out the previous highs. Let's see. Hasn't taken out the highs form and premium prior to it. Took out some of them. We're waiting to see if buyers really are going to step back in, because there is liquidity building under these lows. So I'd be looking for any type of selling opportunity once these lows get taken out, because of the overall swing structure is bearish. Just need bearish momentum to pick up. But right now, structure still breaking to the upside with demand areas in control internally. So as soon as that can change, then I'll be looking for any type of selling opportunity. That's the area of demand. Any type of selling opportunity to target the lows, target the trend line, take out some of this liquidity sitting under these lows. So that's all I have for today. Thank you for joining us.